Hello and welcome to today's masterclass, this free online training to talk to you all about your branding and your business message, and knowing that ultimately using these 4 pillars, you're going to be able to create a brand and a business that is strong, solid, consistent, and attracts your ideal client, which ultimately all businesses are striving to achieve. These 4 pillars are soon to be trademarked, which I'm so excited to share with you, and I'm really excited to bring this to you, this training and everything that this stands for. I'm not quite scented, am I? So that's a bit better. So by the end of this training, I really would love for you to have some ideas and some tools to think about how you want your business to start running and how you want your business to start feeling to yourself and to your ideal clients. So we're going to be breaking down these 4 pillars so that you can identify where you need to focus your time right now in your brand and in your business. And also to recognize that this can evolve and this can change. So as my business has rebranded and as I've evolved as a business owner and entrepreneur, these values, these 4 pillars, they evolve and they adapt. So it's important that you just recognize that this is the basis, this is the fundamentals that I'd like all of you to start thinking about, but that this is something that you can move fluidly with. So even if you have a really strong brand right now and you're really happy with your business message, but you're looking to expand, you're looking to grow your business, you're looking to move in different directions, this is the perfect time for you to start thinking about exactly what you want to include and exactly how you want to adapt. Hey Donna, how are you, hon? Loving all of your online workouts and all your lives and how much you're showing up at the moment. So great. So hopefully this serves you on the replay or it serves you right now and just gives you an insight of what you can start doing for your business, in your business and with your brand. So ultimately, why am I doing this? I think it's really important that we start with that. Like, why am I talking about this now? And I think it's because there are so many people in the online space and using social media, and using social media that it can get quite confusing, especially if you're starting out or you're trying to establish yourself. It can be quite hard to kind of find your feet, look at what works for you without being influenced by what works for everyone else. I'm feeling just a bit, I'm not sure where I should put myself. Hey Sam. So the reason that I'm doing this is just to give as many of you the opportunity to see that there is so much space for you. There is so much opportunity to create. Hey Steph. And I'm really hoping that it just gives you the chance to maybe take a step back from what you see on social media or what you're looking at on social media and start to think about what really matters for you and your values and what really matters for you in this core situation. Because, you know, like I said, we're spending a lot more time on the internet, we're spending a lot more time on social media, and you might be looking at people that are already creating these really solid messages and business brands. Hey Leanne. So I'm hoping that this gives you some food for thought from that regard as well, you know, in the sense of thinking, all right, what can I be doing that focuses on me and brings us back to my business and my brand and less about what you're seeing everyone else doing, which ultimately can become quite a crowded place to put yourself, and I don't want that for any of you. If you have questions about your business and your branding and your message, please just put them in the comments box, because this is going to be a place where I'd love when people watch the replay, they also feel like they're getting some solutions from one another too. So I'm going to be giving you these 4 pillars, and I'm really hoping that as we go through, if you have any questions, then you just let me know, okay? So let us start with C. So I love creating acronyms and I love alliteration. That's probably the teacher in me. And I really try and make sure that everything I do is as memorable as possible for you so that you can take away and use it like right now. And that's my hope from this live. So the C in our core brand and core values, there's 2, because these are just both so important. Does anyone have an idea, before I start actually, of what the C could be? What could be the C in the core pillars of your brand and your message? Any ideas, any takers of what you think that C could stand for? What could that C represent? And like I said, I have two. So I'd love to hear from you if you have any ideas of what that could be. for your brand, for your business, for your message, so that you can get involved. There's always a bit of a lag, so I'm going to give you a moment to have a little think about it. Consistency, great word. Yes, Donna, what else? Communication, community. Anything else? These are good words. I'm writing some of these down. Core values. Any others? I love that. Hey, Becky. Morning, morning, morning. Any others? Okay, so no one said this one, but someone has said the second one. Why can I not think of any words beginning with C? Hey, lovely. Okay, so the two words are clear. Oh, well done. Clarity. So clear and, Donna, consistent. So what I want you to think about with your business and your brand is, would someone else be able to explain what you do in one sentence? 2 tops. So you need to make sure that your brand and your message is clear and it's consistent. So, hey Rachel, so this is really important. Contribution, love that word. So clear and consistent. These are the 2 most important things for your brand and your business. Is it clear what you do very quickly? Can people instantly find out what you do and tell other people simply? And is it consistent? Are you showing up consistently? Do you have a consistent message on all platforms, your website, everything? So what is this clear and consistent message for your business and your brand? And I would love for you to tell me now in one sentence, what do you, your brand, your business stand for? What is it? So if someone was to come and find you, what would your brand, your message and your business say? What would be the message? How would people clearly be able to see what it is that you do? Let me know in the comments box now. This is a good way for you to start practicing. And even if you're watching the replay, I'd love to hear from you. And if it's the first time you've ever watched a live with me, I like to engage you as much as possible, get you thinking, get you contributing, so that you are actually being an active learner. And this is really, really important. When you're consuming so much content, being an active learner in that process makes it much more realistic that you are going to retain information. So when you're thinking about how clear your business and your brand is and how consistent, the clarity, well done, Steph. The clarity is really important. So what is it that you do, your brand does, your message does in one sentence? What is that? Because that's what people will share with other people, which is super important. You know, that's what they will share with other people. And when you can do that and you can create that, supporting mums who want to change the way they feel about themselves and their lives, great. It's simple, it's clear, and it's very self-explanatory. That's great. Well done, Sam. So we need to make sure we have a clear, consistent message. So if Sam was now to do lives and content and she was talking to dads, then that is not a consistent branding message. So making sure that you are super consistent and super clear on who and what it is that you do and what your message is. I help teenage girls feel incredible. Bingo. I love that. Whoops. I love that. You obviously have more to the sentence, but I love that. That in itself is clear. Everybody knows exactly what you do. So every mum, every parent, tech nightmares. Love it. You know, every mum, every parent, every teacher, every child, every teenager, they know what you do. This is really important. You know, we have to make sure that we know where we stand in this online world. And the more that we become general and trying to talk to everyone, the less likely someone else is going to be clear on what it is that we stand for. Teenagers, I feel incredible inside and out. So important. So I want you to be thinking about that. What is your clear? I still need to get crystal clear on mine. I help women from relationship traumas create a better relationship with themselves. I love that, Leanne. And this is the key. It's all about practice. So obviously when we had our bonus live with Tommy, you know, you mentioned it on there, mentioning it on here. The more you say it and the more you explain it to people, the clearer it becomes. The more you answer that question, so what do you do? The clearer that becomes. But ultimately in itself, that is an amazing mission. That is an amazing message that is very clear. So this is really important, making sure that we have clarity around what it is that we do. And it can sound quite simple. However, if someone says, so what do you do? And we are unable to answer that question, then it's quite likely that our brand and our message is going to be a little bit confused, and we don't want that. So the clarity and the consistency is really, really important. Okay, so that is the first pillar for you. Any guesses on what the O could mean? What is the O in your core values for your brand and your business? Any ideas of the O? This is a hard letter, but it's going to give you some real food for thought for sure, in terms of, I'll give you some clues, in terms of maybe the visuals of your business, the visuals of your brand, what people can see, the instantaneous impact. So I'd love to see where you are with that. What is that for you? Any takers, any guesses of the O? Opportunities, great word. Love that, Leanne. Opportunities, any others for your brand and your business? Any other takers? It's good for you to have a little bit of a think about this. This is even harder. Yeah, I know, much harder than the C, much harder. I know, and it's first thing for us. If we're watching live, it's first thing in the morning. So any other takers? If not, I'm more than happy to divulge. Do not worry. I am going to tell you what they all are. Just want to see what you come up with. Any others? Can you recap that? My child came in. Oh, we haven't done anything yet. What is the O? What is the O in your core values? So it was a guess. You're guessing. Leanne said opportunities. Sam can't think of any O's. Just to see what comes up for you. Openness, that's such a good word, Steph. I love that. Observations. Okay, any other O's? Okay, so I'm gonna share with you what this is. Original. Oh, I love that. Love that. That's a good one, actually. That wasn't one, but yes. We definitely want to be as original as possible. We don't want to be using other people's ideas or other people's content. We want to be as original as possible. Yes. And the reason to talk on that, actually, the best way that you can stay original is by making sure that you stay in your own lane and you're not consuming too much, because that always has a subconscious influence. So yes, that's really important to be original. Objective, yeah, really good. Love that. Hey, Jenny, morning. Right, the word that I've got here is obvious. So something else that I think is really, really important is it needs to be obvious everywhere. So for example, if you're using social media and you have your own personal Facebook page, hey Katie, you know, your own profile, in your bio on your personal profile and maybe in your cover photo, is it obvious what you do? Because if people find you through Facebook and not through your business page, is it obvious what you do everywhere? Or are there areas that you're not being as clear as you could be? For example, is your Instagram a business Instagram account rather than personal? Is your Facebook business page connected to your Instagram? Is your Facebook business page connected to your group? Is your personal page, does it say in your job description what you do and a link to your business page? So that's weird. Why has it done that with my screen? It's very dark now, isn't it? So, you know, has it done that? Has my screen just gone dark for all of you? How random is that? So everywhere, is it obvious? Is everywhere linked together? Is everywhere cohesive? So for example, even on your website, is it obvious where they can go? Do you have links to everywhere that you are somewhere? So that is really important. If you haven't done that, I would really strongly suggest that you start thinking about how can you make your business the priority for everyone everywhere that finds you and connects with you. Because you never know who's talking to who. You never know what the word of mouth is. You never know where your brand and your business is needed. So it needs to be as obvious as possible for people that haven't found you or just come across you where they go. And the reason for this is, if it's not obvious, action for today, yes. If it's not obvious, it does make it really hard for the everyday person to find where you are and what you're doing. So please make sure that on your personal page, your accounts, your website, your email, do you have links to the main place that you are for your business? So even on your business cards, on your email footers, on your, when you sign your emails to people, is it obvious? So is it obvious? That's the next thing. Is it obvious? Okay, so that's the O. Okay, then we've got the R. So does anybody want to give me an idea of what your core value could be for the R? Does anyone have an idea of what the core value for your brand and your business could be for the R? I actually have two, obviously. I have two, but one of them is the most important. So do you have, this is my brain, this is making my brain get into the day. Yeah, Becky, love it. Resilience. Okay, that's a really good word, and I love that word. I absolutely love that word. Any other R's? Any other R's that you're thinking about of what you could be doing for your brand values? Respectful. Good word. Sam, your brain's getting into gear with these R's. So for your values. Any other takers? Hey, Becky. Real. Yeah, that's a really good one, Sam. Yeah, for sure. You definitely want to make sure that you're being real. 100%. Right, like right audience, right focus. Love that, Steph. Great word. Realistic. Okay, here we go. Oh, resourceful. Everyone's loving the R's. I love that. Any others? Anything else? Any others? And I will say, actually, no one said this one yet. No one's actually said this R yet. No other takers. Okay, so there are two for me, but the one that I think is the most important that we'll focus on, the R that matters most for your brand and your business, rich in content. Great, love that. You're coming up with some really good words, ladies, and they are all valid. They're all true. We need to make sure that our brand and our business and our message stands for all of those things 100%. So the R that I've got is reliable. So this matters because if you say that you are going to go live and you go live and there's no one there, you still need to be live. If you are saying that you're going to do something, you need to fulfill on that promise. You have to be reliable, and you have to be reliable way before people start relying on you. So you have to make your business reliable before people will rely on it, okay? So, hey, Caro, that's fine, of course. So that's the most important thing. You have to be reliable before people rely on you. Otherwise, no one will. No one will start to, follow along and love and consume everything that you've got to offer if you aren't reliable first. I've got something in my eye. So you have to make sure that your business is always reliable. You're saying and doing what you can, when you can, and making sure that you stick to that. Making sure that your business is reliable creates a long-term message. So even when you're at the beginning, if people know that you are being consistent, being reliable, showing up, serving people, all of these values are really important, and it matters that you are reliable. So you have to be showing up. even before people start showing up with you. You have to be serving even when no one is giving you feedback. Otherwise, they never will. So being reliable is really, really important in growing your successful brand and business. The E. This is more a piece of advice for all of you, because I know that there is so much online and there's so much in the online space and from different entrepreneurs, of course, in different messages. But I think that ultimately, and this is something that I really try and encourage for all of you, the E is keep it easy. Don't overcomplicate it for yourself. You don't need to have a really long elevator pitch. You don't need to worry about opt-ins and landing pages and taglines and, you know, what you'll be known for at the beginning. Don't worry about all of those things. Keep it easy. Know what you do, know why you do it, know who you're doing it for, and be consistent, clear, and reliable. That's it. The more complicated we make it, the more complicated our brand and our message becomes. So just make sure more than ever that you are keeping this easy for yourself. You're keeping it easy for people to consume, to show up, to understand and to identify exactly what it is that you stand for and exactly how you can help them. So make it easy for yourself. Please don't overwhelm yourself with thinking that you need to have all of these ideas. So I have something in my eye. All of these ideas and everything really nailed down in order for you to show up. If you know who it is that you want to help, you can start showing up and helping them. It really is as simple as that. You do not need to overcomplicate it. You don't need to start growing an email list from the very beginning. You don't need to have a blog, a Pinterest, a YouTube, a podcast, a website, a funnel, an email marketing campaign. You don't need all of those things in order for you to start building a solid brand and business. But what you need is a clear and consistent message that is obvious for people to find, where you can be reliable and you kept it easy. So these are my 4 core values around building your brand and your business for success. If you have any questions, please use the comment box. I'm here to serve and support you as much as I can. And I really hope that this gives you some food for thought of ways to show up in your business, what you can be doing in your business, and to really make sure that this is as easy and powerful as it can be for you and for your community. I hope you have the most amazing days wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And thanks, Sam. Yeah, oh my God, so good, Donna. I'm so glad you're here live. I love this. I'm so glad. Oh, good. 25 minutes as well. I love these. Good. I'm so glad you love it. I'm so glad you love it. And I'm really looking forward to connecting with you all and continuing to support you over the next days, weeks, months, years, all of it. So have an amazing day. You're so welcome, ladies, and I will see you all in our next live. Make sure, happy Friday, make sure in your weekly roundup that's coming for you, there's also all of the information of the upcoming lives, because there's a bit of a schedule happening at the moment, and this was the second one. So I will see you back here for the next few lives, and I hope you have an amazing weekend and enjoy your Friday. I will see you all very, very soon.